some money earlier in the day, trust me, they are willing to work with you. You just have to make sure that you know what you want. Daytime weddings are always cheaper, or you'll always save money on a daytime wedding. And second of all, like I said, and it also allows your guests to still enjoy the rest of their day, as opposed to the evening. Evening weddings are always more expensive, no matter how you look at it, because most of the time you're paying for the plate. Most likely it's going to be a sit down kind of dinner. And if it is, you are looking at the steaks, the filet mignon, you're looking at the more expensive things on the menu. And that could end up being anywhere between $70 to maybe $125 per head. You know, do you really want to spend that kind of money? I don't think so. You know, not to sit here and the next day regretting that you did it. And then also too, you want to set it where you say, okay, this is what I want to do. I've said it. I want to go with this kind of wedding. I know what I want, and stick to it. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know can work for you. Trust me, you will be so much happier at the end of the day.
I like that. Loana, that was some good. I love it. Ooh, I love that brunch thing. Oh my goodness. I love that brunch, you know, and you said the best of both worlds, because you get breakfast and you also get a lunch portion of it. And then guess what? It's cheaper during the daytime, because then of course, like in the night, in the evening time, listen, that's when they make their most money. So the price of course automatically goes up, right? So I love that. That's a good tip. Brunch, always cheaper. I like that. Dree, unmute and there you go. Come on now. Tell us what you can do.
All right, ladies. All right. So this just happens to be one of my favorite utmost topics. Yes, I wanted to be a wedding planner. You know what? And I still want to do wedding planning.
There you go.
Just saying. Let me put it out there. So, you know, it's every girl's dream. It was my dream to be married, right? And to have this fabulous wedding. But yes, as Luanda said, budget is the key. That's a great topic to talk about, to discuss. Budget is the key. We have to stick with that budget. Using me as for example, I wish that when I was getting married at the time that I had a budget, but guess what? I went over that budget. I did. I went over that budget. Wish that I did not, but I did. But I'm learning, and so that's why we're here to help you. So first, you must customize your wedding according to your budget. That's important to do. You must know what you're looking for and what you really want. And then have a wedding checklist. Go down that list. X out what is it that is not so important, and stick to what is important to you.
Cause we know better than to roll the dice.
makeup look fabulous, all you do is make your appointment. Make your appointment. Trust me, they will make your makeup is looking gorgeous. Okay? So, and make sure when you do, going back to them eyelashes again, because I can't seem to move there, but I'm getting ready to move there in a second because, like we said, now don't try and use any kind of glue. Let me help you right now. Do not use Gorilla Glue because that's not for your eyes. And do not use crazy glue. Your eyes will not open back up. Do not do it. Use the glue that they have made for those eyelashes, okay? Please. I want you to protect your eyes, protect yourself. So please, let's just do what's right. But with that makeup, I'm telling you, because you don't want somebody to put your makeup on and they don't know how to put it on, because then you're not going to look good the day of your wedding. You're going to be disappointed when you look at the pictures. So don't do that. Make sure that this person knows what they're doing. And just like Dree said, I'm telling you, YouTube, you're never going to go wrong. Let me tell you something. They take you step by step on how to apply it and everything. Honey, they'll have you looking fabulous. Honey, but they'll think somebody did it and you did it yourself. So trust me, there are other ways for us to save money, and I like it. You know, we're all about helping you on a budget to make your dream come true, to make your day be wonderful and fabulous, just as you.
Here's the one that you have me cracking up. It said, you don't want the lashes to fall off. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. You know what I was laughing at? You know what was in my head? And please, you know, look at it. You know, you have those videos on Facebook and stuff, and on YouTube, that, you know, how they're shouting and praising the Lord, and the groom and the bride, the groom and the bride there, you know, they're dancing, or they're praising the Lord in, you know, in their gown and in they're at the wedding, because the Spirit of the Lord is moving so heavily. And you know, I'm all for that and everything. But if you're going to put on some kind of a glue that is not, you know, conducive to the occasion, and you start dancing and getting out in the spirit and everything like that on your wedding day, we're going to have some issues, you know? You'll be shouting that eyelashes off. I'm sorry. You're going to be shouting those lashes off. And you don't want to do that, because, you know, you really want your pictures to look really good. You know, please, y'all, please, I'm telling you. And then let me just give you one. And listen, the one that mentioned, do not use Gorilla. Your eye will not open up. If you listen, we don't want anyone to get. Please, people, we do not want you to have to go to the emergency room. No. Okay, because when the pastor said to pray, let's pray, and you decide to close your eyes, you may not get up to get that first kiss. You know, you have to have that first kiss. So your eyes may not pop open to see that beautiful, wonderful spouse of yours that you just said, I do too. Oh my gosh, you guys got me going crazy here laughing. But I'm going to say one thing to add before we move on to the next thing that we're going to talk about. You know, sometimes you can go to like Macy's or Bloomingdale's or what have you, and they usually have where you can get a free makeover. You know, and if you want to, you can, especially if you're doing it like, you know, in the morning time or what have you, if you can get to, and then like Dree said, it all depends on where, because timing is everything. You know, timing is everything. So you don't want to put on your makeup the day before because you got a free makeover, and then decide, you know, okay, you know, I'm getting married tomorrow, so I could use the makeup for tomorrow, because I don't know how that's going to work, you know, because you still have to shower anyway. But if the day of your wedding, that you can go and you can get, you know, of course, timing is everything. If you can get your free makeover on that particular day, that will be superb for you as well, you know, and that'll be good. So here's what we were talking about: pictures, right? So we have the dress down pack. You know, we say you're not going to be spending a lot of money. You have the makeup done. You have your hair done. You have the shoes and everything. I know we didn't talk much about the shoes, but trust me, with the amount of shoes that you have in your closet, you know, if anybody like me, you trust me, you can go in your closet and you can pull something out, you know, and you'll be trending. You will put on some red pumps. and you'll be trending like crazy. You'll be surprised as to if it doesn't have to match. You'll be surprised if you put some nice sneakers on or whatever the case may be, and you'll be trending. You'll be like, oh, look at what the bride is wearing. And then you might end up creating a new fashion. Because what happened is some people these days, they're not going for those, like 6-inch heels anymore. You know what I mean? Because they want to be comfortable. Because remember, you're going to be standing there, even if you're not going to be standing there for hours, and you might end up changing your attire after. What happens when you're walking down the aisle or what have you, you want to be able to walk without, because you're going to be nervous already. So people are actually putting on things or dress shoes or what have you that's comfortable for them. And it's so important that you do that, because you don't want to be walking on the aisle, next thing you know, you're like, oh, or standing there and you're like, oh Lord, the corner, the bunion on my foot is really hurting me. We don't do all that, okay? So please, we're just encouraging you just to get those comfortable shoes that will help you during your wedding ceremony. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go on to let's do the pictures. All right, pictures and videos. All right, so you have your dress and everything like that. So these are all the things that you're looking at. Am I jumping ahead or what have you? We're good, right? Okay, so we talk about pictures and videos. Okay,
Yes.
we talk about it. So we're gonna do pictures, videos, and invitations. All right, this is a good one. This is a good one. You are gonna love this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This is the cheapest. This is the cheapest thing on your list. And then you see, the thing is, when we finish with this with you, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna say, but I have an extra $200 to spend on my dress. By the time we're done, you're gonna be like, oh my Lord, I could take the extra money. I could just, just do something special for myself and my spouse. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the invitations. We'll talk about the pictures, or the photographer, if any, and also the for the video, if any. Okay, so I have on my notes here, right, that you can, as a matter of fact, I'm talking too much. Dree, take it away.
You're too funny. But video taking. Well, I know since I got married like 13 years ago, I had a videographer and I had a photographer, which did both. That saves me some money. But in today's world, if I had modern technology like they have today, click, 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 I would have someone who knows how to use their phone and videotape it where you can edit it to perfection. That would have saved you so much money. And if you can get someone, and if and all that you don't want to use your phone, which might look a little cheesy, I understand, but they have the little stands now where you can put the phone on the stand and it can look super fabulous. Now, if you don't want to go this route and you want to use a videographer, try to get someone who is diverse in using the video and photography at the same time, because that can save a lot of money, tons of money. And looking back at your pictures, that you want to have great pictures. You do want to have great pictures. Videographing, you want to have a good video too, because that's your memory, that's your keepsake that you have. So you may spend a little more in having your pictures done professionally and your videographing done professionally. But I will tell you, if I were to get married again, and since the budget is so good, I may want to marry my husband again. Honey, I think I'm going to marry you again. So, because we have a cheap budget going, okay? So yes, I will, this will be my to-go thing right here. I'm using this, okay? I'm using this. I'm using my cheap summer dress that's going to look fabulous, and we're going to go on the beach somewhere. But yes, so pictures, you want to go out good. Lawanda.
Yes, I agree with that. They make these phones, they're so upgraded right now. They do everything. I mean, they make your make your things look wonderful and great. And they have so many editors, they have so many apps that edits things for you. And also, when I think back to the photographer, you just might be able to find someone where this is new for them and where they're looking at for an opportunity for exposure. So being that they're looking for opportunity, they'll do it for you for nothing. They're going to say, let me just come and just do your wedding. I just want to get, I need to do my portfolio. I need to really start creating. So do you mind if I just come and photograph your wedding? And it's so amazing. I'm telling you, if they're out there, trust me, there's so many that are just looking for the opportunity. They will be glad to come and do your wedding. I'm telling you, it will help them. It's going to help them when they can show, I've done weddings before. So it also, it's a win-win. But I totally agree with Dre with the phones. Like they do everything. It's amazing. I mean, you can make one mistake on the phone and you can go fix it in a matter of minutes. And it looks like you never even made the mistake. They have it now where even if you don't even like the color of the dress, they can change the color of the dress and then upload it. I mean, they can change anything. If you don't like the way your makeup, they can touch up your makeup. Do you know that they have apps now that can touch up your makeup? They make you look fabulous. I'm telling you, they fix your eyes. If you don't have eyebrows, they'll give you eyebrows. They will make you look, because so many times we got to pencil them in. But you know what I'm telling you? They have it now. They'll create it for you. They'll make you think you have wonderful eyebrows the whole time. I'm telling you. These apps do everything now. Trust me. Trust me. You want to look just fabulous, honey? I'm telling you, they will change the whole way. They'll change the color of your hair. You want red hair? They'll change your hair red. Whatever you want. So this is the technology in the world that we live in right now. And you can still have your wedding and not have to spend so much money. And why? Like Dre said, all because of the phone. It makes things so much better. This is the world we live in right now. And if you're not sure, you can get help. They will show you how to do it. It's just so many, especially like our young people, they're so tech savvy. They know this. You ask them one quick question, in 2 minutes, they can tell you how to do it. That's just what it is. They'll say, oh, you know what? I'll do it for you. Don't worry about it. I'll take the pictures for you. No problem. I'll videotape it. They love doing stuff like that. So you never know what family can do. I always say, visit family, reach out to them, because you don't know who can do what. And they will be glad to help you, especially when they know this is your day and it definitely is an exciting day for you. And it reminds me of the invitations. I mean, I went back to when we got married, okay? And I was just like, and I was so old school because I'm so used to writing out the addresses, but I like doing stuff like that. But nowadays you can do the e-invites, you send it, they respond right back right away. You know who's coming, who can't come, who might is just waiting on whether they can do it. So it helps you with your head count, and it gives you an opportunity to look at your A list, because there's always an A list and a B list. Your A list goes out first. And this is where it gives you an opportunity to find out if you can go to your B list to invite others that were not on the first list. So you're giving them a chance to still come, because you don't really want to leave anybody out. It's your wedding. It happens, but I find that with those e-invites is the best thing they could have ever come up with. Because I'm telling you, you type it up, it makes it look the way you want it to look, and they come back and they say, okay, we're coming, and you can have a better count. I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about the invitation getting lost. They never saw it, they never found it, and it got there 3 weeks later, they couldn't do. You don't have to go through all of that drama. Trust me, all you need is either their phone number or their email address is all you need, and you can send that right to them. It's much better. It will take the stress off of you because you already have a stressful day. So if you can take some of the stress off of yourself, then let's do it. So that's why we're here, to make these things easier for you with the photographer, with the video, with the e-invites. This is why we want to give you the tips to help you. But go right onto the internet, because there's several companies that do the e-invites. There's so many of them that do it. And then also with the photographers, like we said, use your phone. If not, find someone who's freelancing, someone who just wants to see, I just want to do it. So the best thing is that it will give you the opportunity to stick with your budget.
Oh, this is so good. This is like so good. Okay. So Luana, you said something that I really, 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 really like. Actually, two things. So really, for the invites, right? We did that when we were getting married. You know, Phil was just all this. You know him. He's Mr. Tech Man, and so he did the. I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, honey, don't worry, just." And so he took care of all that. I'm like, "Okay." And then the people started responding. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And that saves so much money. So right, because the next thing you know, you have to reach out. If you don't have their addresses, you have to reach out to them to get their address and to mail it to them. And then hopefully and prayerfully it doesn't get lost in the mail. And then you have to wait for them to respond back to you. When it was just click, 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 1, 2, 3, they responded. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is good. And this is so good. Dre said the phone. The phone, the phone, the phone, the phone. Listen, you cannot get any cheaper than that. And it's not only like it's cheaper, it is so much more cost effective. I will use that word, not cheaper, cost effective. But more importantly, LaWanda said something that I really, really like. You have those people who they're just starting out. They're starting out in this thing and they want to build their portfolio, and here's an opportunity for them. And how do you find that person? Listen, you can go on Facebook and you can say, just type in, looking for any recommendations. They have this thing now, any recommendations, looking for this, da, da, da. And the people start pouring in stuff. You might be surprised as to what technology can do today. You go to your circle of friends that you have and people that you don't even know, because I'm sure some of us have friends, thousands of friends on Facebook that we probably met once and we don't even know who they are, but your friend and everybody want a friend of you. But then what happened is in the circle that you have or in your contact list on Facebook, all you have to do looking for recommendations, recommend somebody can, say, I need someone to take freelancing, someone who'll be able to take pictures or what have you, or video, whatever the case may be, for our wedding that's coming up. You get in touch with that person and you work at something out. This is great. This is good stuff. I am telling you. Now, with that being said, this is all on the inside, which means that you're in your circle, you have your dress, the bride is already set. Well, for the man, guess what? They just go and they rent their tuxedo. That's fine, no problem. So let's talk about the wedding party. Let's talk about the wedding party. I've seen some people, help me, Lord. They have maybe like 10, bridesmaid, and they have, of course, 10 groomsmen, of course, because you have, equal size. And I'm like, do you really need to have that many people? And you know what? And you go back to thinking, okay, if I have 10, 20 people, not only 20 people, because you have 10 and 10, right? And then you're gonna have the ring bearer, then you're gonna have the flower girl and all that good stuff, the maid of honor, matron of honor, all that good stuff, right? So you're talking about almost 15 people, if not more, in your wedding party, right? The bridal party. Now, right then and there, you're gonna have a big wedding. You're going to have a big wedding because your mind is already there. Okay, so it helps you to pull it back so you can save some money and think about where you are. Okay, we said at the top of the hour that you can take that money, that excess money that you have, and you can put it for a down payment for a house. Okay, so maybe you already have a house. Maybe you already have a house. Maybe you have a car, maybe you have everything, but how about start building a future together, right? Without debt. Because going into a marriage with debt already, that is not even good, because anything can happen down the road. All right. What you want to do is to take that extra money, that extra maybe $10,000 or $15,000 that you would have spent on your wedding. All right. And you want to put that in a bank account and start saving. All right. Maybe you might want to move out of the area where you are. Okay. And here's an opportunity now for you to put some money in the bank, save some money, and look at other things. All right. You can start your investment properties or whatever the case, maybe start building wealth together. Okay, so we're going to now talk about the amount of people that you're going to have at your wedding. Okay, we're talking about wedding on a budget. So wedding on a budget does not mean that you're going to invite 150 people. You want to talk about your A list. Okay, your A list could be 20 people. That we talked about earlier, a brunch. You're not going to be able to take 150 people to a nice, cozy restaurant. You understand what I mean? We're coming to the venue in a few minutes, but we're going to talk about the amount of people that you, on a budget, just think about that, the amount of people that you would like to have at your wedding, and the amount of people, especially, that you would like to have in your bridal party. Now, seriously, folks, this is some good stuff. So take heed, because the more people that you have, it's the more money you're going to have to dish out. And you may not even get the amount of money when back for as wedding gifts. So we're gonna talk about all that. You know what I mean? You may spend maybe $50 per plate, okay? But you may not even get, let's just say you spend $10,000 on your wedding. You may not even get that back in gifts. You might even get $100 back. They may want to bring you pots and pans, even though you say cash only. they forget what that looks like, because it's easier just to go to Walmart or to Macy's or something and get you a dish set. No, I said monetary gifts only, but you still turn around and bought me a kettle. I don't need a kettle. I already have a kettle at home. That's why that was not on the list. I don't need an iron, okay? First of all, I have my First of all, I have on the list where I didn't even have a what you call it? What was that drink? I didn't have a registry because I already have everything, okay? And then even if you decide to have a registry, you're gonna say the specific things that you need, but you might just put a few items there that you just may want, but you said you stress monetary gifts only. Okay, because the registry really and true, that should be the for the bridal shower. All right. So for the wedding now, listen, I am only asking for monetary, means money, like cash money, like gift card money, monetary items. All right. That doesn't mean that you come, because I'm not gonna have a section for gifts. I would have a little box for you to put the cards with the money in it. Not for you to bring. I don't want to see no big bag over there with no cooking ware set, no knife set, no ironing board. I don't want all of that. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People usually do what they want to do. And you tell them one thing, you tell them monetary gifts only, and that happened to me.
Me too. Me too.
And somebody bought me a skillet.
I'm like, what?
But and you know what? And it's so true. People do not take heed to what you write in your invite. If I say monetary, bringing me 5 cases of wine glasses. I don't get it. But coming back again to the bridesmaid thing, yes, I do see people have a lot of people within their weddings, but that is what takes up a big portion of the cost is your invitees, is those who you have on your wedding party. I mean, I know you wanna have Tom, Dick, and Harry on your bridal party, but does it really make sense? And I know you wanna have 250 people at your wedding, but are these people meaningful to you? Is it Aunt Suzanne, who you haven't seen in 15 years? Is it Betsy down the street who you just wave hi to, that you're inviting on your list? I mean, be realistic. Invite people who are meaningful in your life, friends and families who are meaningful in your life, not just every person because you just want to have a big wedding. Doesn't make sense, guys. It does not make any sense.
I agree. I do. I agree. Because some of these wedding parties, it's just ridiculous. I mean, let's be real. It's ridiculous. I have never seen so many bridesmaids in my life. Like, how many people? First of all, the more people, the more headaches. The more headaches. The bigger that bridal party, the more headaches. Because then you have to deal. This one doesn't like this one. This one doesn't like this one. They don't like the dress. They don't like this Jew. Oh, it's just too much drama. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. When I got married, I said there will be 2 people in the wedding, my niece and my sister. That's it. I didn't tell you the truth. I said, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want to deal with the headaches. I don't want to deal with that. No, this is good enough. 2 was enough. Trust me when I tell you, it's much nicer. It's less drama. You don't have all the headaches. I'm telling you, less is always better. You will never go wrong with it. But when we go and we just feel like we have to have everybody in our wedding. Okay, I got to have cousin Susu. I got to have cousin Tony. I haven't seen cousin Tony in 10 years. Like she was saying, hello, that's when you're asking somebody to be in your wedding, that means that it's a reason, it's personal. There's a reason. When I ask you to be in my wedding, there's a reason why I'm asking you to. And also you hold that place with me, so I want you to be in my wedding, but also you could share that day with me and not have to be in my wedding either. And I'm still gonna love you, but it don't mean I have to put you in my wedding, so come on. I have seen it now. I'm telling you, I saw a wedding recently and I really liked it. They didn't have either one. They had no bridesmaids. They had nothing. It was just him and her. They said they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to know anything about it. They said, no, no, no. We're going to come in, we're getting married, and that's it. We don't want no bridesmaid. We don't want no group. We don't want any of that. No, I'm telling you, they just did it and they didn't have either one. Wedding was beautiful. Beautiful. Beautifully put.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm over my jitters now. I was laughing so hard that I had to send it up. But that was good though. So yeah, you guys made such a good point because like I said, you've seen so many things at weddings that you don't want the drama. You really do not want the drama of it's your day. And the less people you have, I think it'll be less drama. The day itself is stressful because it's so much, so many moving parts. You know what I mean? You have your guests and then people, they're not even sensitive enough to know that you're getting dressed for your wedding. You don't need to call to say, oh, listen, I can't get a ride. Oh my God. You can't, wait to say, oh, listen, everybody wants to be a part of your life on that day. And it's not possible because it's about you. You understand what I mean? And you cannot please everyone. We mentioned this before. You cannot please everyone. So if Cousin Betty, whom you haven't seen, like you said, in 18 years, all right, if you don't get a chance to invite her, it's okay. Not because your mom said, oh, this is cousin who so and so. Remember, it's your day. You would love to meet her one day. We'll have a barbecue or whatever. We will meet you at the barbecue. Save that for the barbecue. Save that for the family reunion. Save that for Thanksgiving. They say that for Christmas. Okay. Right now, I am looking to save some money. And when Aunt Betty comes, because you haven't seen her, she's gonna want to be the life of the party. All right. She's gonna want to be, and then like Dre said, you just waving hi to the neighbor up the road, and all of a sudden they got invited to your wedding. Come on. Like, oh my Lord. Listen, I was living we were living in Irvington. It was I think it was like about maybe 10 years or so. 10, 12 years or so that I was living there. All right. And I know my neighbors. I know them. I know the one on the left of me and one on the right of me. I know the one across the street from me. I know my neighbors. But ask me if any one of them got an invitation. Absolutely not. And it's where you just have to know This, not because, yes, we had a budget and everything like that, but not because I say hi to you every morning when I take the garbage out or whatever, or garbage day, or, when I'm walking in the morning when I'm parking my car, or when it's in the winter time and it snows, depends on where you are, and you're all outside digging yourselves out and say, hi there, neighbor. And they're saying, hi there, my friend. That doesn't mean that's not an invitation to your wedding. You know what I mean? And it may be like, oh, I didn't know you were getting married. I remember you when you were this small. Yes, and thank you so very much. God bless you too. You do not have to invite everyone to your wedding. This is a very intimate time. It's you and your favorite people, the people that you love, the people who mean you well, the people who are well-wishers. I don't believe in wishes, but the people who will bless you and who are there for you. And especially if you're on a budget, you don't want to go out there and invite the whole neighborhood. What you want to do is to limit the amount of people that you have coming to that wedding, because again, it's on a budget. All right. So before, we'll talk about the amount of people in the bridal party. So how many people did I have, Dre? I had 4, 5, 6 and 6, 12. I had 12, 13, 14 people. Oh my goodness, that was.
So you were one of them. So you were
right. You were guilty. You're guilty. You were one of them. Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Guilty. I am guilty. I'm just thinking. I had 4 bridesmaids, 4 groomsmen, and then I have Dre. Dre, you were in it. So stop your eyes, okay? You were in it too, okay? You're gonna help me.
Guilty too. Dre, you just as guilty.
It's no use working 9 to 5.